sleeves. Tell her with it like me, blowing a coffee to sleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get fall back here, get back. So long as she get really so now I mean to call you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
That shit roll like a pressure.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Jackson looking to throw right away. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
They go play action with Jackson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Second and 10. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line. Look around the club. Everybody rocking side to side.
First down, here's Mitchell. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
One ready? Yo. Go. Hey, up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here we go.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Burrow on play action. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
11 Thomas. 11
And Chase will go in motion left.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11.
The slot man in motion right. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no comeback lane to be found whatsoever. whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen.
And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals 12-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
Hey, report. What are reading? What is it?
To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you... Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I'm fine, ready? Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After one, it's 9-0. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's get set. 12. 180. Lights up. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This one now in their own territory, a gutsy call.
Here we go.
They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Trotting. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. touchdown as Luke for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stop. 12. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Davis now to return it. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Ravens 23, Bengals nothing. Tyler Luke
after the touchdown. Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 1, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
In motion left is Higgins. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. Now, where did this one go out? Now, they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. Running left, it's Henry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
DC, ready? DC. Nice shot. 180. 180. Nice shot.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Torrey Horton, 28 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Luke now for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Next to score, Ravens 30, Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
On 2.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
12, 12. Let's get set. 11, empty. 180. Nice one. 11, 11, 11, 11. Got.
Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gun. Got.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go. Right in.
And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
BC, ready?
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Gardner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Sit on. 180. 180.
Now it's Jackson. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
180.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
180. 180. 180. 180. Hey.
Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
No, we changed it.
To throw again is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 and the 15. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
180.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Torrey Horton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Bengals nothing.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Gun.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Running legs were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Got. 180.
Right back to Brown. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, 53 yards. And the Bengals are able to at least get one score back.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Sit hot.
Now Jackson. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To throw is Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are pouring it on. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Bengals 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it.
Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
Project, this ain't what you want.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Ready? And a shot. You.
They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the draw, here's Mitchell. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ready?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd down and a yard.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, Beverly. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down game.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though?
Here we go.
You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Noah Fant, 48 yards. And the Bengals are able to claw one back. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Back now in Baltimore, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed with CD. They've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Report!
Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he can only get this to the 2-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 1, ready?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Right, 80. 11.
Here's Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 63 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And running with power here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. Cut. 180. 180.
Burrow looking to pass. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Gotta go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11 mighty.
Now back to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
It's now third down.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Here we go. Stop. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Tim carry now for Derrick Henry. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have, and you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. 13.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Rose. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. On his loop for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score. Ravens 51. Bengals 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun. 11, empty. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third.
Here we go. Right, 80, 11, mighty, 11, mighty. That.
They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Right, 80.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
That.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one is over a long time ago.
77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Ravens, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, They obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.